right. So let me tell you, let's get to some answers here because we've kind of defined the problem. The answer is not unlike the same answer for the bookkeepers. It's a price answer and it's a value answer, but this is the way it lays out. As this is if your listeners will hear me on this, this advice, not because I'm all wise, but because I've deployed this and seen it field tested. If they will do this, it will change their practices. As soon as the ink is dry on that tax return, all right, using it figuratively because most refile, but as soon as ink is dry on that tax return, go to your client and say that you have 3 tiers or 2 tiers, whatever it is, of tax subscription.
Yes.
In tier 1, you're going to pay me X per month, and I'm going to do your tax return, and I'm going to do a semi-annual tax update or check-in with you, not a whole planning engagement, just a check-in. And I'm going to give you, if you're on a subscription, a 50% discount on notices, flat rate of $400 a notice. So it would normally be $800 a notice for whatever your price is. Say cut it in half if you're on a subscription. So that would be tier 1. And you can build out your tiers however you want to, but I'm just giving you an example. In tier 2, which is really where you want them to live.
Right.
What you would say is, I'm going to do an actual tax analysis and planning engagement with you in the middle of the month as part of the subscription. So no longer trying to sell it to them, right, in the summer when they're on vacation and they don't return your emails, because that doesn't work. It's included, use it or lose it, right? Which means you pre-sold it. So we're going to do your tax return. We're going to prepare that. I'm going to take a look at your QuickBooks or Xero, whatever it is, every quarter. You're going to give me a login. I'm going to take a peek. I'm going to look around, see how things are going. You're not going to do a big engagement. You're just going to look, right? That helps you too. And find some things that are wrong that the client needs to course correct on, and maybe refer them to a bookkeeper or your own bookkeeping department. That'll help you coming up next tax return. Helps the client too. Okay. Then I love this part. I'll handle X number of any issues that arise, notices to levy, weird balances that come through. I'll handle anything that the IRS or any state sends you that's income tax related 4 times a year, 6 times a year, whatever it is. Put it in there and say it's part of your subscription. Now, when you do this, the client will actually send you the notice the moment they receive it. I promise they will.
Yes.
Because the reason they're not is not because they don't care. The reason they're not is because they're hoping it'll go away without them having to pay you, which it doesn't. Then they're delaying what they have to pay you until the intent to levy comes in.
Right.
And then they send it to you, manufacturing an emergency you don't deserve.
Right.
Right. So they'll send it to you the moment they get it. And because they know that it's included in their subscription plan, and then they'll go on about their lives and the world works like a great place. Then you can create an upgrade to the subscription if you wish, that you can do a quarterly tax analysis and planning engagement as an upgrade, and give them that lever to pull. Now,
and I love that. I love the 3 tiers.
And that's just the second one. The third one would be full-on business coaching, which may not, they may not be ready for that yet. So just do 2. But I'm going to say this, and I said it on a podcast with Intuit's Pro Connect department yesterday, and I'm going to say it. And if my CPA is listening to this podcast, I hope they are, because I'm going to keep saying it until they do it. Right now, I pay my CPA about $5,000 across my whole portfolio, and I pay it like everybody else. He does the return. He sends me an invoice. I pay the invoice, except I'm a good client. I pay it. I don't quibble, and I pay it on time.
Oh, brother, I pay mine $1,500 a month.
Okay, well, yeah, but my CPA won't do that. So, but anyway, I'm glad I don't have your tax bill. But my point is, it's about $5,000 a year is what I have. And I've said to him many, many times to his face, and on multiple podcasts, I've thrown down this challenge. I would gladly pay you $700 a month if you would go with a subscription model, bundle in some of those sales tax notices so I don't have to worry about the incremental billing because I'm going to pay it anyway, and add some value for me. Give me some tax analysis in the middle of the year. I will go to $700 a month if you will just call me. Are you listening, my CPA? And do it. Create the model. I'll make you more money, and I'm not alone.